The most common solvent that we use is, of course, water. I would recommend that you use a form of purified water rather than just tap water for most of the experiments, simply because some of the impurities in the water can interact with what it is that you're doing. You can buy distilled water. You can also obtain deionized water or reverse osmosis water. Any of those purified forms of water would be quite suitable for the elementary science experiments. Another source of distilled water is simply the water from a dehumidifier or from the air conditioning system on your furnace. The water that you have there is relatively pure. It's free of minerals often, but it may have some dust collected in it. And so letting it settle will often give you fairly pure water. Another important reagent that is used in alcohol burners and in many of the demonstrations is methanol or methyl hydrate, as it's commonly called. It's available in the paint section of a hardware store. Acetone is another solvent that may be used periodically. It's certainly not as common. It's also flammable, so you don't want to keep very much of that around. Once you start looking around, you'll start finding other chemicals that you might be able to use in your science program. There are really lots of chemicals available commercially. I've picked some of the more common ones, and some additional ones will be used in the demonstrations, and I'll point out where you can find them. You will have to occasionally buy some from a chemical supply house or borrow some from your local high school.